Oh boy, it's cold tonight, this morning. Just around 40 degrees Fahrenheit at about 5:45 a.m. Sun's not up yet, and this cold temperature is not good for the lemongrass, so I'm gonna start thinking about preparing it for transplanting for wintering inside the house. I need to get to that one of these days. Anyway, it's supposed to be up near 70 today, so that'll be good. 7 a.m. and it's still right around 40 degrees. Hasn't warmed up yet. It's cold. Yeah. There was a dew. I can see a dew on the lemongrass. Sun should be coming up over there pretty soon. Somewhere over there. Somewhere over there. That's all I know. Yeah. Oh, I just saw a deer. I just saw a deer in that corner walking into the woods. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I can see it walking into the trees. Yeah, I saw its tail. They call it a flag. I saw its tail as it walked across that ditch there. Yeah, it's gone now. The cows are comfortable in that hay. Hey, bully. White bully's over there. The black bully's staying with the girls. Good for him. Yeah, I saw that deer way back in that corner going that way into the trees. Yeah, I like to hang on it. I'll be checking that sometime today. I know it's working up on top and over here on that side of the gate. This part here is not working, like along here. So somewhere down there it's disconnected because it's not grounded. It's just not working. So it's disconnected someplace. I'm not sure. But none of this fence is on. At least not up here. Or down by that gate where the wire comes in. So I'll be driving my ATV down through there and going along, and I think I'll leave the fence turned on, and I'll just drive along and check it at different places and figure out when it starts, when it ends, when it's working, and when it's not working, that's when I'll hook for the disconnect. I think that's what happened. I must have worked on this fence a while back, somewhere back in there, I think, and I probably forgot to reconnect it somewhere in that area, I think. That's what I'm thinking. I'll find out later today when it warms up. I was going to wait for the sunrise, but a little bit too cold out here for me. Okay, I'm going to go back in the house. Okay, guy. You got plenty to eat. Uh-oh. Hope that's not frost. I'll have to go check. I think it's just dew. But if it's frost, the lemongrass is going to be hurting. Well, there it is, frost. It's frost. Look at that cat. Yeah, that means the lemongrass may have, but this was more exposed up here. Hopefully the lemongrass only got the dew. Let me go check it. Yeah, I think this lemongrass only got the dew. I guess it's a little bit warmer around here. It is on the roof of the house. Yeah, that's mostly dew. I don't see any frost. course, if this got frosted, all this leaves here would be probably dead too on the sweet potatoes. Yeah, one of these days I got to work on this lemongrass. Dig it up, divide it into single stalks, and then plant them. As long as the stalk has a good root on it, I can plant it. If I don't have a root, I'll put the stalks. Well, the first thing I'd have to do is cut everything off. I'll leave about 4 to 6 inches on the I'll cut everything off, and I'll hang it up and dry it in bunches. That's what I did last year. And then whatever's left, I'll dig it up and divide it into single stalks, the ones that have a good root on it. Anyway, and whatever don't have a good root, if I can't put it in soil, I'll put it in some water and let's see if it's going to get a root. It'll show up in the water. It'll finally it'll develop its own root eventually, and then I can plant it in the soil. Anyway, that's all I got right now. I gotta go back in the house and warm up. Okay. Sun will be coming up over there somewhere. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I'm going in. I heard a woodpecker. Hey, woody pecker. I heard you. Well, it's almost 8 a.m. now and the sun's up. Yeah, I forgot this. I thought the sun was coming up over here, but that was back in September. This is, yeah, as it gets closer to winter, the sun will keep moving that way. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's sun's over there in like June, and this is March and September, and now we're in October. December will be over here, way over there somewhere. Oh, I can hardly see. Yeah, it's too bright for me. Still only about 40 degrees. Still hasn't warmed up yet. Yeah, I gotta start working on this lemongrass one of these days before it really gets cold. Hey, kitty. No clouds left. No, or no clouds yet. Maybe later. Look at that. With the sun shining, the frost melted, but where there's still shade on the roof from that tree, I can still see frost on the roof. Yeah, just takes a little bit of sun to melt the frost. If I remember right, this is our second shingling. I think me and my wife, we did this in 2011. I seem to remember that. I think that's right. Yeah. So it's still fairly, this is the second time we shingled it. The roof was new in 1983. Then we re-shingled it in 2011 because some of the shingles were falling off or blowing off. So anyway, that's what it is today. Well, it warmed up to 58 by 11 a.m. so that's not too bad. Well, I'm ready to check that fence out there, find out where that disconnect is. Let's see if I can drive on that. I'll drive it up to the top and see if I can pump it up with the air compressor. If I can't drive on it, I'll have to bring the air compressor down here. We'll see. Well, I had to bring the air compressor down here because I couldn't get the ATV started. The battery was dead. So I'm charging it. And but I got the tires pumped up. These two are always low. That one got the lowest. I pumped them both up. They're good to go. I just gotta wait for it to charge a little bit before I can start it. Okay. Alright. It won't be too long. At least the weather's nice today. Yeah, no clouds today. Not yet. I think it's because the air is cold. The air is cold and dry from the north. Then there's a cattle came back up here to hang out by the top here. Yeah, once I get it started, I can just drive it. I gotta take these tubs. I loaded these tubs up, but I gotta take them up to the top next to the truck for whenever I want to get gas. And then I won't turn the fence off first. I'm gonna go drive around, see if I can test it different places to see where the fence stops working. And if I need to turn it off, I'll just drive back and turn it off and then fix it. Well, I got it started. I'm just gonna leave it charged a little bit. I'm gonna let it run. Come on, don't die on me now. I better check the throttle. I'm still charging it though. I rolled the air compressor down here, but I'm going to let it ride on there to take it back along with those tubs. Then I'll have to unload my cargo and I got to see if I get. I think I got insulators if I need them. I think it's more of a disconnect on the fence, not an insulator problem. Let's unload that stuff. Okay. Now it's time to go check the fence. Go through that gate now. Down at the bottom. Or even better, I'll go through this gate here. Yeah. Yeah, I can drive down that way. Yeah. That probably would be easier though. Yeah, let's go over there. Clear path. Smoother ride too. A few pears fell on the ground from my tree. There's still some left up there and over there. And on the other side too. Not much on this side. There's a few though. I'll get these on the way back. Something's been eating them. I think it's deer. Cattle can't come in here, so it has to be the deer. Or some other animal. Something. I think it was deer that eat the whole thing. There's probably some other animals that eat fruit, like a raccoon maybe. I think that's what was eating them. These here, these big old bees. Yeah, they're big. Where'd he go? Wasn't around here. Yeah. Only don't sting me. Yeah, oh, maybe they're eating it out. Well, I got 3 pairs I got on the ATV. The other ones I picked up and threw over here by the gate for the cattle to eat. Got some there and there. They're all rotten. Still a few pairs left up there. Mostly on the bottom. There's a few on top. I'll get them some other time. I'll wait till they fall. Well, let's go. I'm going to start down there and check it, and then I'll drive around to there, and then there. I'll stop at different places and see where it's not working. I tested the fence over there and it's working okay. So now I got to go down the line. Follow the fence and keep checking it. I'll check it down at the border. But it's working over there. Keep on going. I'm going to check it on the other side of these corner. I put this up last spring through here. Before last spring, since the cattle weren't here, I was working on this. They were at the big pasture, but this fence used to go around this wooded area. Yeah, but there was this. The neighbor dug out this. He dug that creek out right here. They used to go through here, throw it around, and then go back. So he straightened it out, and then he piled some dirt here, and that was years and years ago. And I finally decided to go ahead and clean that up and put the fence through there. Works out pretty good. Now the cattle can come in here and keep this clean. Anyway, the fence is still working. But look what I found. Look at that big tree that fell. I was lucky it didn't fall on my fence. Yeah. Broke off up there and fell there. Lucky me. Okay. Let's check it somewhere down there. Still working so far. Yeah. Those three trees there, one at the corner and one of these two, those are walnuts, and they got nuts on the ground. I don't know if I want to pick them up or not. I should. Sometimes I don't feel like cracking walnuts. Too much work and not enough reward. Oh, the wind's picking up. I better get going. I like this tree. Yellow birch. I like it. Okay, let's check the fence. The fence is working on that post, so let's go to the corner. I think that's where the problem was. Let's go over there and check it out. Oh, the fence is up down there. I can see the fence is up. I think if I have a disconnect somewhere over there, because I was working on that a while back, probably forgot to hook it back up. Oh, that one looks okay, but I found the problem right there. I don't have that top wire hooked up, so this is on and that's not. And I don't feel like going back to the barn to turn it on, so I got a plan. Temporary fix, but I got a plan. A while back, I think I worked on this fence, and that's why I disconnected it. And I think I had it set up to put a jumper on here. This one here, this blue one, that's a copper wire. I can jump it from there to there without touching that one. Hopefully that's insulated enough where I won't get shocked. Well, I got it jumped. I wonder if the deer knocked it off. Maybe I had it jumped before and maybe the deer knocked it off. Because it was still hooked to that one. But maybe they knocked it off of there. Maybe. It doesn't matter. It's hooked up now and it's working. All this side too. Okay. I guess I'm done. I go back up and check the fence. I'll check it at the gate before I go up. It should be working. This goes around and it comes around the top of the hill and then goes down. And then goes down to this gate over there that I came through. And then goes back around and goes out to the other gate up by the garden. So I'll see if it's working down here. Okay, I'm done, I think. That rain gave this pond a little water. Not a whole lot, but something. I see a Highlander up there behind that tree. an eye on me. Well, the fence is working here now. I'll check it again at the gate by the house. That's it, cow, relax. In the shade. Let's go park it. Oh, the fence on that side is working again because of that wire I hooked up down there. Yeah, the wire I jumped down in the corner. I figured it was down there because that's the last place I was working on it a while back. I can't remember when, but I know it's been a while. While I was checking it, I thought I saw some tomatoes, so I'm going to see if I can pick a few. Found a volunteer cucumber in there. I didn't know I had any in there. Not very big though. There's the tomatoes I was spotting when I was checking the fence. There's some red ones and there's some green ones too. Let's see what I can do. Transplant this lemongrass into smaller pots for the winter inside the house. I think I'm going to transplant these volunteer papayas too, but they're not doing too good out here. Maybe they'll grow a little bit. They'll grow in the house for a little while with the lemongrass. And if they don't make it, that's okay. Just something to see. Here's another horn. Oh, my battery's going. Gotta go. And I found some more in here. I'll keep looking. There's pretty many. The ones bunch of them in there were rotten. Somewhere in here, I just threw them. I just threw them away. Maybe they got seeds in them and they'll grow again next year. But if they do, I'm going to transplant them someplace safer, away from the sweet potatoes. The sweet potato has a blossom. I didn't know they had blossoms on them. Some more over there. How about that? I don't see none over here though. That's the only blossoms I see. That's weird. I see some more green ones. Here's some green tomatoes. Yeah. And the tomatoes actually grew over there before the papaya did. But it got laid down and now it's vined out all over the place. There's some over there. I see at top of it. There's the top of the tomato there. There's some over here. It's spread out all the way around through here. Let me go ahead and pick these now. A little breezy now. A little breezy. But it's a comfortable breeze because the sun's shining. Yeah. I'm even sweating just a little bit because the sun's pretty warm. But the wind counters it with the cool air. Okay. I got a few tomatoes out of there. More than I expected. Yeah, more than I expected. I gotta clean them up. Some of them got a few rotten spots on them, or bug bites. But I think I can clean them up. Okay, let's go in the house. Two of them, yeah. The third Highlander is behind that tree laying down next to the baler. I think the two bulls are probably in the water. Let me go check. I just noticed something. Last night, or yesterday, probably after the sun went down, I came out to the barn to check the fence. Well, I already checked it on this side, and then I went to the barn. I checked it on the back side of the barn. It was working good there. That's how I knew it was working. So that's why I decided today I go down there and check where it was disconnected, and I found it. But I just realized now, as I was ready to go up in here to look at the cattle, I had this gate open all night and most of today, or this morning anyway. Because I didn't go in there yet this morning on this side. So that was open this whole time, but the cattle didn't get out, luckily. Now I'm going to go in. Oh, they're not in the water. I wouldn't expect them to be in water. It's a little chilly today. I just saw Mama Cat go down over that way behind the bowl. Down there by that little apple tree. They look comfortable. Pond's got more water in it than it did before. Rain helped. Hi guys. Or should I say hi girls. Or hi coos. Okay. I'm gonna go in. I did what I wanted to do today. Check the fence. Got it working. That's all. Shoot. I don't remember what I was doing when I went through there last night. Oh, I know what I did. I was carrying them 2 tubs with me. That's what I did. Them 2 black tubs that I took to the front of the house by the truck. I was carrying both of them, one on each arm. And I dumped them off there, and I just forgot to go back and close the gate. That's how it left. That's how it got left open. Distraction. Well, it's closed and chained now. I didn't forget. The rain gauge, it's empty. I need to get a couple screws and screw it to the post on this side. It'd be easier to read and just be easier. Easier for everything. Okay, I'll do that some other time. Maybe today, I don't know. Okay, take my tomato haul inside the house, clean them up. I didn't dump my bucket, but I don't use the bucket for a rain gauge since I got that one. I was going to do a comparison, but I never got around to it. I kind of glanced in there. I think it's got more than 2.5 inches in there, just by looking at it. But I may not have dumped it from the last time it rained, which was maybe a month ago. So I think that would have dried up. Anyway, I'll check it with my ruler, yardstick. Since the battery was low on the ATV, I'm charging it up some more. That's why I left it. That's why I was leaving it run while I was out there checking the fence to help charge the battery. But I'm gonna let it charge until it's done. I'll have to top it off every once in a while. I'm doing that on the car. I got a trickle charger on the car and the tractor, because I don't use them very often. So I already had to replace the battery on the car. Of course, the car's battery was 11 years old or more, because it's a 2014 car. Anyway, yeah, so I only drive it once a month, if that. Sometimes 2 months, depending on how much food I need to buy and where I need to buy it. If I go to the small Kroger store in the small town, I'll take my truck. It's only 10 miles away or 8 miles away. But if I go to the big Walmart, I gotta take the car, because I always buy a big haul with the car in Walmart. Okay, I'll just let that run. Well, I checked that bucket. I think there was already water in there. Yeah, I'd never dumped that one. Yeah, but that one shows 4 inches, so yeah, I think there was already some water in there. And it's partially in the shade here, so it didn't dry up as fast. But that one there had about, well, that had just around 3 inches, so I may not have dumped the water out of there last time. I remember one time it rained a half inch or so a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. I thought that would have dried up. Anyway, but I already had that rain gauge when that rain came. A half inch one day and the next day a 1/4 inch. Yeah, that was about 3 weeks ago, I think, or more. And I probably never dumped that bucket. That's why they did. That's why it's not messed up. I'm trusting that now. My rain gauge up there, the store-bought one. Okay. All right. I'm still going to dump the bucket, so in case that breaks for some reason. I went ahead and dumped both buckets onto the lemongrass. Yeah. Yeah. I don't need it out there. I got the rain gauge on the post now. And I'll just leave them both there. Still no clouds yet. Probably because it's clear sky. Oh, I was looking at the forecast. It's going to be sunny skies until Friday. I think, was it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 5 days with a chance of rain around 40% each day, more or less. Yeah. Yeah. So I might get some more rain this weekend and next week. This is my harvest from today. Because last time I picked them was like maybe a couple weeks ago, maybe a few. Not this many, never this many. So I'm gonna enjoy them. Warmed up a little bit. It's almost 1 p.m. and it got up to 64. That's something. Forecast said it might get up to 70 something, or at least 70. So still hoping for that. Cattle running around. The white bull's over there with that cow by the baler, way over there. Black bull over here. With them two. Okay, time to go in the house and relax. Yeah, it's a little bit warmer. It's about 67 degrees now. Didn't quite get to 70, but at least it's not too cold. The nights are going to get cold, down to about 40, maybe colder. Yeah, so I'm gonna think about working on that lemongrass one of these days. Get started on it. Well, I'm still charging the ATV battery. It's still charging, so I'll just let it go. Let it keep going. Still pretty breezy. Still no clouds today. I didn't see a cloud today. There's windy and cold, which means dry. So, yeah. Although the winds from the, feels like it's from the west or southwest. It's got a little warmth to it now. Yeah. It's warmer than it was this morning, that's for sure. But the wind's picking up. Yeah. Let's go see what the cattle are doing. Hey, look at that. There's my shadow. That's good over here. Let's go over here. That's a good shadow. Yeah. In case you can't tell, that's my shadow. Just as I expected, that 2.5 inches or 2 5/8 inches of rain. When was that? That wasn't yesterday. It was the day before. Monday. Must have been Saturday. Yeah. It's making that grass grow even after just a couple days. They're out there nibbling on that new grass. Just popping up. They still got hay though. Yeah, they still got some hay down here. And all across there. If they want to nibble on it. Yeah. Sun's getting low. Another half hour or so, sun will be down. It's about 5:30. Yeah. Yeah. I could see that tree that busted over there, somewhere over there, on the other side of the fence. I can see the broken stump. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't fall on my fence. Okay, at least they got grass to eat and hay, so that's good. There's the sun, getting low. Another half hour and it'll be down. Long shadow, long shadow. Yeah, that's what's causing the shadow right there. Yeah, it was a nice day today. Got something done. Not much, but I got something. I better take advantage of these next few days. This Friday it's supposed to start raining again, or chance for rain for 5 days after Friday. Or Friday and after. Yeah, a little windy. Home sweet home. Mi casa. That's the end of my day. I'm going to end it here. Alright, that's all folks. Oh, I'm not quite done yet. I always have one more thing to say. Sometimes more than one. Yeah, she's walking funny. I don't know what to do with her. She's never had a calf. The old cow there in the middle there, she hadn't had a calf for many years. Mostly because I didn't have a bull here. I took them 3 Highlanders out to the big pasture last summer. They were out there. I thought they'd get bred by the big bull. I thought she was pregnant when she came here last. Yeah, it was last September 24, 2024. I brought him back, and I brought him back too when he was only, I guess, 1.5 years, just like he is. He's 1.5 years old too now. He's 2.5 now, or more. And she was a heifer, and she got pregnant, and she had a calf in the spring, but it was stillborn in the rain. Yeah, it was real wet. Yeah. So I don't know what to do with these Highlanders. I'd like to have. I brought these bulls here so they could hopefully get these cows bred, but you can tell she's walking real slow. I think her mother had arthritis when she got old. Her mother looked just like her. Yeah, she's walking slow. If I was smart, I would sell her before she gets crippled. Too crippled. I hate to see her go. I guess I keep her for appearances. But, oh well. Guess they're more like pets than anything else. I still have hope though that they get bred. Maybe not. Maybe their nutrition's not good enough. I'm thinking about buying some of them protein tubs that I see on at the feed store, and my brother bought one recently for his cattle. Guess it wouldn't hurt. This hay is only as good as it's good enough to keep them alive, but it's just mostly fescue and some weeds from the hayfield, which is going downhill lately. Last few years. I guess I don't put enough fertilizer on it. But she's still eating. They're eating. I don't know what to do with them. I like the crossbred ones, but I don't need these bulls except to try to get these Highlanders bred. eventually I'm going to probably process him for meat, the white one, and then that black one will take over next summer. And he's 2 years old. He ought to be big enough to cover these girls. I was hoping he'd do the job. But there's still a chance though, and he got somebody bred. Those two maybe. I don't know about this one, but those two maybe. I guess I'll find out next year, but I might have it in process before too long. And I got another red one, a red calf with a black nose, out of a red cow, out at the big pasture. A bull from this year. Look at that buzzard, flying high on the air. Anyway, I'm just rambling on. Yeah, he's like I said, he's 18 months now, year and a half or so, maybe more. So he'll be 2 years old in the spring. Oh, I'll see what he can do. If nothing else, I keep these bulls away from the